Depending on who you ask, they'll tell you I'm a legend. From YO to the Veil to the Mongo spot on Creston. Always been 1,000, never ever been a lame. Lay a nigga down for these 3 letters on my chain.
Peace, y'all. What's shaking with it, man? You already know how it's going down. This is your dog, your guy, J Hood and all that. You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Talez From Da Hood vlog series, man. Stop what you're doing right now. Go stream and download all of my music, every project, my whole catalog. Everything is available on all digital streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Shazam. Wherever else you get your music at is there. Trust me when I tell you. I appreciate every download and every stream. Most importantly, I appreciate your time. While you at it, I also need you guys to make sure that you follow my new Instagram account, all right? Just follow me, man. IG this and BS and deleting my old joints. I'm trying to get back up. You hear me? The ad name is @RealJHood_. And it actually should be located at the bottom right-hand corner of this video, just in case you forget. You know what I mean? I know y'all might be blowing no rainbows, so you might forget. So it's located at the bottom right-hand corner of this video. Also, if you ever want to donate to the channel, I'm talking about anything, the way for you to do so is located at the bottom right-hand corner of this video also, all right? With that being said, let's get into today's episode, though, man. So, look, I've been getting a lot of requests to speak about this for a while now. I just kind of like put it off unintentionally. But I'm going to talk about the day that I got the Never Be As Nice beat from DJ Premier, all right? Let's get into it. So, obviously, this transpired during the time that I was working on the Talez From Da Hood album, right? You know, I sat down with Luch, Styles, and Kiss, you know what I mean? And we just discussed different ideas as far as the direction that the album was going to go. You know, they asked me what producers that I wanted to get on the album and what artists, etc. So when I told them that I wanted Premier, SP was like, I bet he gonna take care of it. So I think SP lined it up. He called Premier, set it up, told him we was gonna come through. They needed something for my album. So the day that we went down there, me and SP, it was us alone. So we went down there, but before we even got down there, we stopped on Sherman Ave. That's in the Heights by Post and all that. If everybody know where that Dykeman, you already know what time it is. We went down there and got some tree. And I don't know, like, it might sound funny, but every time P gave me Bud, that shit made me, like, feel mad good. You know, at the time being young and you getting treated from SP and all that. So that just put me in a different state of mind. So we left there. He gave me, like, a 100 piece, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, 520s. You just like, your whole lot. That's for you. So when we get down there, you got your own weed. I'm like, I bet. So we get down to the studio. Now, don't take what I'm saying, you know, as being 1,000% accurate as far as the name of the studio. I think it was D&D Studio or either Quad. I'm not sure which one, but it was definitely one of those. We got down to the studio. You know, I greeted Premier. First of all, he's a legend, just like we all know. So I was kind of in awe with meeting him and all that. So, you know, I show respect, proper respect. Chopped it up for a minute. He chopped it up with P. So we in the lab. He was like, yeah, I got a couple. You know what I'm saying? I want him to pick from. I ain't gonna just play one. I'm like, I bet. So he started playing the beats. He played like 4, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the first one was cool, but it wasn't like, you know, realistically what I was looking for. I'm like, yeah, nah, that joint hot, but, you know, let me keep hearing them. So we rolling up, smoking that Sherman. That's that haze. You know what I mean? If you ever smoke Sherman, I know that's that haze for real. So we smoking that Sherman, listening to these DJ Premier beats. He playing the second joint. Okay, second joint knocking too. I'm like, okay, now this joint is knocking, but I'm looking for that real classic Pissy Staircase, Nas and Army Fatigue sounding joint. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, this joint cool too, but let me hear something else. You know what I mean? Let me hear what else you got. You never want to pick the first beat, because as soon as you pick the first beat, they'll play something else, and that next joint that they play always end up being one of the joints. So I'm like, let me hear something else. So he played like the third joint. That was it. Never Be As Nice. It had the Kiss and Boo. Bing. Never Be As Nice. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it right here. You feel me? As soon as I heard it, I already knew what time it was. I'm like, yo, P, that's it right here. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. You know what? Let me just hear the next joint, but I'm pretty sure that this is it right here, though. So he ended up playing the next joint. Next joint was cool. But like I said, the third joint was it. So, you know, he played it, smoking, listening to that joint. Never Be As Nice. I'm like, oh, yeah. So P like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that joint knocking right there. That's it. So, you know, we chopped it up for a minute with Premier, told them exactly what was going on, how, you know, it was going to be placed on the album, and that I was going to record it at the D-Block Lab. And, you know, as soon as we get it, you know, recorded and finalized, we was going to send it to him to see if he wanted to be part of the mixing and all that. So, you know, I gave him a pound, dapped him up, you know, paid homage once again, told him I appreciate him. We ended up leaving, and on the way back to YO in the car, once again, we smoking, and I'm just mad excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually excited might be an understatement, because I was, you know, you got to understand, we all grew up listening to production from Premier and Gangstar, and just, you know, just being a fan of hip-hop, to know that you have production as a rapper from DJ Premier, it's just like, that's a milestone in anyone's career. You know what I'm saying? It might not be that big of a milestone to like one of these huge artists out here that selling millions, but to a real like student of hip hop, that's a milestone. So that was like a dope day for me. And then once we actually got it recorded and, you know, finished it up, it sounded just like I imagined it to sound in my mind, you know, when I first heard it. So everything worked out, and then, you know, people heard it in the streets. You know, people heard it on the radio, and, you know, they was rocking with it. So there you go. You had a story of the Never Be As Nice record from me and Premier. Now you know how it was created, you know how it was made. With that being said, I need you guys to drop a comment. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Check out my last video. Be sure to check out my next video, and follow me on Instagram at RealJHood_. And until next time, salute 3 times.